Hey, what's up? It's Amy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm going to be talking you through my experience with Friends Fest. Whether you have been to Friends Fest or you're looking at going to Friends Fest, then I have the experience for you. I am going to be sharing everything you need to know, from photos to what kind of outfit you ideally need to be wearing, the good, the bad, the ugly. So I went to Friends Fest last year. I went to the Bristol one here in the UK. You need to arrive quite early. We got there maybe half an hour, 45 minutes early. So if you're driving, when you get there, you'll have somebody pretty much telling you where to go. They will show you where to park. The queue forms quickly, and although there is tons of stuff to do, everyone does go to the first thing that they see. You will be doing a lot of bending and hunching, so I do recommend that you wear leggings or jeans or something comfy. I definitely wouldn't recommend a skirt. You have so much to do. The place is massive. So the first thing that you see is the taxi cab for you to take photos on. That's the first thing that you initially see. So another attraction at the Friends Fest, you'll get to take a picture at the famous Vegas setting. So you'll have props, wedding dresses that you can try on. You can have suit, I think it was armor suits that the men can try on. I think that's what Kirsten wore in the end. I think she had like an armor suit. I will insert pictures here of our time at Friends Fest so you can kind of see what I'm on about. Someone will be taking a picture for you, so you don't need to worry about taking pictures yourself. So that is another attraction. That is the Vegas photo shoot that you can do. Another thing that they have at the Friends Fest inside of Rachel and Monica's apartment, so you can sit down on their sofa, and behind you they have display of the kitchen. They give you props so you can hold like bottles of beer or wine, anything like that. They have that on the coffee table so that you can take a picture and pretend like you're in the set, which I think is really cool. The queues really aren't too bad. I think that's because you've got so much to do that once the initial crowd goes to the first one, the lines really aren't too bad. So that's another thing that I loved about Friends Fest, is that you didn't have to wait an hour to take a picture. You could take a picture at the famous door. So this is where wearing trousers or jeans or anything like that comes in handy. Anything but a skirt, to be honest. So they have just the door with the famous picture frame around it. They'll get you to go around the back of the door and peer your head through. Again, I will put photos up so I'm not like acting anything out. And with all of these attractions, you can go back and do it again. Like the door one, we didn't like any of the pictures of the door one, so we actually went, okay, thank you so much, and we queued. No shame, we queued again for that one. We didn't go to another one and came back. We just queued for another one, and we did that about 3 or 4 times, to the point where she went, hi, back again. Yeah, we're back again. So the fact that you can keep going and doing them is really cool. These are all free, by the way, so you literally just purchase your ticket, and everything else in the actual Friends Fest is free. You don't have to pay anything for the pictures, you don't have to pay anything for the videos that I will touch upon in a minute. So moving around the park, because I've listed these in the order that I remember them. Next door to the door, you have the actual Central Perk Cafe. So you have the outbuilding of what the cafe looks like, and again, you can take a picture. There's someone there to take a picture for you, and then you queue up to go inside the actual Central Perk Cafe. And then once you're in there, you can do loads of things. They had like a really old 1990s laptop that you could pretend to be typing on and take pictures yourselves. That's the only thing, is that when you're actually inside the Central Park, unless you're getting a picture taken on the sofa, you do have to take them yourself. But again, you really can't grumble. I had a picture by the laptop, and the cafe was full at this time. How I had the balls to do it, I have no idea. But you can stand up on the stage where Phoebe sings. There is a guitar there for you to play, and there is a microphone there for you so that you can film yourself singing Smelly Cow, which I did, and I will insert that now. That is the only time being able to not sing comes in handy, is when you're pretending to be Phoebe. You get to go behind the counter and be the barista. So you come around to the iconic sofa, and again, they have props, they have magazines, they have newspapers, they have cups and stuff for you to pretend to do. Someone else takes the photo for the sofa. Obviously that is one of the most popular things at Friends Fest, so you will be waiting quite a long time to do it. So if you don't get the photo you want, you do have quite a long wait, so it's worth going, seeing something else and then coming back. But yeah, we did that a couple of times and that was really fun, and all the staff there were really nice. So moving on from the cafe, you also had the pivot station, so the iconic pivot scene you could recreate, and again someone else takes the photo for you. So one of you needed to go up the stairs to be on one side of the sofa and the other one downstairs to be on the other side of the sofa. They will take your picture for you, and so you can recreate the iconic pivot scene. I remember that I made Kirsten redo this photo a couple of times because I brought a Friends Fest t-shirt whilst I was there, but the original top that I wore was an off-the-shoulder top, and I was adamant that I wanted to be up the stairs. But when the photos came out, it looked like I was naked in them just because I was wearing an off-the-shoulder top. So I got dressed into my new Friends Fest shirt and made Kirsten redo it a couple of times. So moving on from the pivot couch, you then get into the video portion of the fest, and now this is the most fun I think I've had throughout the whole festival. You got to recreate the introduction to Friends. The way they did this was a series of photos from what I remember, and again this was another one that I kept going back and back to just because it was so much fun. So again, you were in front of the green screen and you're in front of the iconic sofa, and basically the cameraman said to you, right, you've got 2 seconds to get into a new position and you get 4 goes basically, so each one is new position. We did that a bunch of times just because it was so funny and it was so fun, and that is definitely one of the highlights of the Friends Fest for me, is doing that video.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke.
Another video that was on offer, and I don't know if it's on offer for every Friends Fest. I don't know if it was just the 25th anniversary of Friends Fest, but you had a big giant cake that you stood behind with various different props like sunglasses, and it's basically like a 360 virtual, again I'll put the thing up, but a 360 virtual like happy birthday Friends Fest thing. So again, I don't know if you'd have that for every Friends Fest, but if you do, I definitely recommend that because that's pretty cool. They had a really large seating area with a plasma projector thing on the wall just showing Friends Fest clips, so if you wanted to have a little rest from it, you can just sit there and watch Friends, and that was really cool. So when it comes to food and drink, they very much stuck with the theme of Friends, and they had a New York pizza slice, which was like the biggest slice in the world, like it was huge. They had hot dogs. I can't remember the name of the drinks, but again it was all named after episodes, but I'm really sorry, I can't remember what they were called. Halfway through about 12 or 1 o'clock, they had a guy come out on stage. They'd have like competitions as to see whose Friends general knowledge is better than the other, so I sat and watched that. They also had a dance tutorial of Monica's and Ross's famous dance scene that they did. I will insert a clip of that.
Dance like that, there we are, we're smashing it. Then moonwalk all the way across to the original side that you started on. Now we do the right foot, click, the left foot, click, right foot, left high five. Okay, bring it back. You grab your foot in your head, do a little knee.
So that was really fun to do, especially with Kirsten because she hates dancing, so making her do that was really fun. The last thing that I remember that they offer is an actual set tour, and this lasted about half an hour, I believe, 40 minutes maybe. You get a group slot, so when you actually purchase your ticket, I'm pretty sure you get a choice of what time you want your set tour to be. So ours was one of the last ones at about 4 o'clock, and you'd go in and they'd have these really big posters with all these facts about behind the scenes that you could read whilst you're waiting. They also showed you real life props from the show. When the tour starts, you can film whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, and it was so realistic, these set tours. Like you open up the fridge and the fridge had cake in it. Monica's kitchen looked incredibly realistic, and so did Joey's and Chandler's apartment, incredibly realistic. The only thing about the set tours is that no one takes the picture for you, which is completely understandable. Like there's so many people on the set tour at the same time that you just physically, I don't think you'd be able to. We actually paired up with another 2 set of girls, which worked out incredibly. So we take pictures for them, they take pictures for us. That is pretty much what you'd get at Friends Fest. I'm sure I probably missed out 1 or 2 things, so if you've been to a Friends Fest, let me know in the comments below. That would really help out anyone that is looking to go to a Friends Fest, or if Friends Fest in the UK is different to the one in America or in Australia, then again comment down below, because I'd love to see what the comparisons are. That is it. That is my video. I hope you liked it. If you did, then please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe down below. I really enjoyed taking this trip down memory lane, the good old days before COVID. Other than that, I will see you guys for a brand new video. Bye.
Baby, this world, it drives me crazy. I've been running round the